Can I ask you, what was your moment of clarity to even want to cover it up? Like, what was that moment of clarity for you to say, no
My
longer?
son's dead body. There is no protection.
So Jaguar Wright shares something that I just did not know she ever had, and that was a tattoo, I believe, of a Baphomet, and the reasoning behind why she got it. It's kind of interesting. Let's listen to this clip. She openly explains it. I really definitely do feel that for Jaguar Wright, as a body of Christ, whether if she's openly accepting him or not, openly confessing him or not, we can definitely pray for her. Because as I look at her in this interview, particularly more so than the other ones that I've seen her in, she definitely looks like she is crying for help. Let's get into this.
It was a Baphomet.
And for the people that don't know what that is, could you explain what that is?
It is a symbol that you are protected by the devil and that you are one of the devil's own. No different than Black China had.
Right. And what made you get this tattoo?
Protection.
That's the part that scares me. Because she said it herself. And you're going to hear a lot more in the explanation of it. This is why I'm saying I think that we should pray for her. But what scared me was because she said in the beginning that people in the industry get the tattoo of the Baphomet. And they get it as a sign that they are protected by the devil. Must be a signage that they take on after the selling of their soul, if you will. But what becomes scary for me, for Jaguar Wright, is that after being asked, well, then why did you get it? For protection. Now, she's going to go on in just a little bit, and you're going to hear how she talks about its protection from the people in the industry, kind of like if you can't beat them, join them type of a deal. But it scares me because if the Baphomet is sign that you're being protected by the devil, and you signed your body with that, I'm not sure that she is getting the protection that she was looking for when getting this Baphomet tattoo. Let's hear what she has to say. Let's keep this going.
Right.
I just wanted them to leave me alone.
And by having this tattoo, you were protected at the time.
Left alone.
Left alone.
They want you to wear their symbols. People don't understand that all of these things have a much greater meaning. They want you to feel loyalty. They want you to show the rest of the world that you believe in what they believe in.
Right.
They tag us. Those who refuse to be tagged get persecuted. Those who choose to go along with it and pretend like it doesn't exist.
Sounds like the mark of the beast. We hear about that in the Bible, that there is persecution for some who would not take the mark. Now, I'm not saying that this is the ultimate mark of the beast that the Bible's talking about, but I'm saying in its own little sadistic way, maybe within that own industry that these celebrities find themselves in, that is where it exists. And it's like she took it and got it to be protected while she was in, instead of really standing up in the beginning and just saying, look, if this is what y'all are on, I'm off. Let's keep this going, man.
So, can I ask you, what was your moment of clarity to even want to cover it up? Like, what was that moment of clarity for you to say, no
My
longer?
son's dead body. There is no protection.
There's protection. But I think what people forget is there was a selling of a soul here. And I think people forget that although that the devil likes to make things look good, while he does bless people here in this devilious world, there's a repayment that has to come. And unfortunately, what this is seeming like from what I was saying earlier, the mark of the beast, she took that mark. Maybe her child didn't. So she was protected. She got her protection from what she was asking for when she marked herself with that Baphomet tattoo. But in order to receive your protection, something must be given, something must be sacrificed. It works both ways, guys. On the end, where us as believers, Jesus Christ, we do have to die to ourselves, give up our own lives to follow Christ. These people here, they don't have to give up their own lives, because on the Devilius end, it's more of a selfish act, whereas on Christ's end, it's a selfless act. See, on the devil's end, it's selfish. You don't have to give up anything. I'll give you everything, but I am going to take something in exchange. Something to think about.
Are there any other tattoos that we normally look at and be like, oh, that's cool, but it really has a deeper meaning?
A lot. You have to pay attention to the house they're coming from. You have to pay attention to the way the tags are set up. It was the mask and horns, and then he added the smoke to try to make it look like it was more cartoonish or whatever, but it was what it was. You start etching these things into your skin and your DNA, it becomes a part of you. There is a spiritual aspect to all of this that people aren't recognizing. You know, there's a reason why everyone's wearing so much red these days. There's a reason why all of these checkered themes are coming. These are all Masonic totems and emblems.
Well, and I've talked about that plenty of times when it comes to the Super Bowl. You've seen Alicia Keys, Usher, and them when they just did it last year and stuff. There's always this red, you know, the big red piano, the red gowns. There's always this red, you know, this obsession with red. And I always was saying that months ago. But I'm not saying anything about this video as it pertains to Christians and shouldn't not be having tattoos or anything. It's just strictly pointing out, literally, Jaguar Wright's story. I had no idea that was something that she had, endured, possessed, whatever. But just something to think about. You know, I don't see anything wrong with tattoos. I know there will be some believers and Christians that fight me on that. I personally have none. I have no tattoos whatsoever. But I see nothing wrong with it. But I definitely do say that, bro, this is a temple. I believe in that. And the marking on the temple, I mean, if you're gonna mark it, be careful what you're putting on there. You know, it's the same thing with kind of like your body. If you're going to eat something, you're going to put something in it. You be careful what you put in it. You know, a lot of things are lawful, but not everything is beneficial. Not everything is expedient, you know. So it's just be very careful, you know. People get these little tattoos. They think, oh, it's cute. Oh, this is cute. Oh, what does that say? Oh, it's in a different language and it says this. How do you really know it says that? How do you really know that's what that means? You know, just being very careful, man. Just be very, 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 very careful out there, because even from Jaguar Wright, she's explaining it, doesn't look like she was too happy with the decision that she made long ago. But that's all I got for you guys on this one, man. I appreciate you guys sticking all the way through. To the next one, y'all.